If they made multiple people could play and each one could control a different character. Ah, so like a Tales of game. Like have co-op. That'd be neat, yeah. If they did something like that. They need to, for the next FF game, they need to bring back, like, I don't want to say, they could do more multiple playable characters, but, like, what they really need is to, like, emphasize the, like, other party members, because that's something 16 lacked. How the heck did you pull that off, Claire? That's a secret. Besides that, we need to think about where to go from here. We found Hilda's mother, but we've yet to learn anything about a sacred beast. Kinda hard to do that when the mother, essential to all this, just gave us the boot. It seemed to be going well at first too, then she went and said something about horns. What was all that about? Horns? Was she referring to her own or perhaps Hilda's? What I want to know is why she destroyed my cards. Looks like we have no choice but to try talking to Nayla again. I'll go. Running away from what hurts me won't get me what I want after all. I won't run away anymore. I'm not gonna run away anymore, I need to talk to her. Nyla, my mother. Let's go talk with her, I wonder why she treated you like that. Anyway, I expect the third part for FF7 to come first before we even think about seeing an FF17. I even expected the FF9 remake to be real before we get an FF17, and I'm honestly fine with that. I want them to finish the Re-trilogy, and then I want to see a 9 remake come. And then they can start thinking about FF17, although they could be thinking about it now, obviously, but then they could start, like, marketing FF17 coming in, like, 2029 or whatever. Especially because they said, there's not DLC for Rebirth because they want to focus on the third part, which is a really good choice by them. And the world is, like, made, so hopefully we don't wait too long for part 3. If we can get it in, like, 2 years from now, that'd be great. Nyla, please hear us out. What part to leave this place do you not understand? How could you say such things to your daughter after she came all this way to see you? I don't want to see you anymore, leave this village at once. Those tarot cards you tore apart were really important to Hilda. Could you at least explain why you... You want to know why? You want to know why? Well, of course, there's no such thing as a parent who wants to reunite with the child they abandoned. Well, I ain't a quitter. Let's find a different lead then. What gives? Man, I just don't get it. Why did Hilda's mom reject her all of a sudden? Probably had something to do with her race, or her half-blood. Maybe there's someone who would know. Maybe. If we ask someone who knows about Nyla, we might learn something. Got it. There's something we'd like to ask you about Nyla. What about her? Ah, see, you're her daughter. Come to think of it, we did have a rather interesting heart-to-heart once. After her husband passed away, Nyla roamed the kingdom on her own. In search of the daughter who was stolen away from her, she had been looking for you. Stolen? Eventually, she settled here in the village after failing to find you. She told me that she was praying for your happiness. She strongly believed that if you were ever without a place to call home, you would somehow find your way here. So that she wouldn't miss you when that time eventually came, she rarely left her home. She must have made up that story so that you would feel sorry for her. I wasn't abducted, I was abandoned. Admittedly, I don't know what actually happened, however I want you to believe what I'm about to tell you. Your mother, she loves you from the bottom of her heart. Yeah, I'll believe that when I see it. Hey Hilda, why don't we just try seeing your mother one last time? But do you believe in the third time's the charm rule? Let's try talking to Nyla again. Third time's the charm, there it is. Let's go see Nyla, they say third time's the charm, so here's hoping. The hell? Force, and it's powerful too. Toma, what are you doing here? We're gonna fight with Toma here? You playing the Smash Bros team near where you live? Guess who I play? That's awesome. I'm somewhat in the Smash competitive scene. I'm like in the community. I'm not really... I haven't played in a while though, but... You know. I don't know, do you play Cloud? Because we were talking about Final Fantasy? Under the leadership of Lady Zilva, the country's salvation will soon be at hand. However, the powers of the sacred beast that you're obtaining would sabotage your efforts. You're here to stop us. This miserable excuse for a village will make a splendid graveyard for you lot. What's poppin'? Who the hell are you? Do you not remember me? You murdered my husband and stole my daughter Hilda away from me? How dare you forget such a thing? Ah, you're that woman from before. Did you really kill my father and kidnap me? Didn't you tell me that I was abandoned? Don't tell me that you also lied about that. It was my magnum opus, the tale of a poor little half who was tossed aside by her parents. Maybe I could have made the plot more dramatic by pretending to be your real father. You. Behold, look how useless your daughter's become. This is what happens when you bear the child of a human despite being Gajuma. I won't allow you to insult my daughter any further. And just what are you gonna do about it? You think that a weakling like yourself is gonna be able to protect your precious little girl? They can't kill you off, we just met you. It's better this way, thank goodness. Hang in there, Nyla. Take these. Yeah, I don't think she's coming back though. I destroyed your tarot cards, so you might not want mine, but... Thank you. I'm sorry for telling you to leave. I'm sorry that you had to suffer for so long. What a foolish woman. Actually, both your parents were fools. They just had to go and throw their lives away trying to protect their daughter. Yeah, loving your child is quite foolish, I guess. Wait, my father also laid down his life for my sake. Quite the conundrum, isn't it, Hilda? How does it feel to know that the parents you thought had abandoned you, the parents you had come to hate, had actually... What just happened? I couldn't even perceive that attack. You'll pay for this. I'll make you pay. Oh, I'm playing as Hilda for this. Oh no. This is less than ideal. It's fine. Now I don't think you can switch characters mid-combat in this game, like in Graces. Alright, you know what? Fine. Get him with the Thunder Spear. Maybe this is actually for the best. Who knows? Nice block barrage. I was not expecting to have a boss fight with Toma here. Charges up, charges up. These higher arts here. How do I use the... I probably have to wait till it's done casting or when it, like, glows. Okay, there we go. That probably got the arcane off. Yo, Freeze Lancer looks so sick. Fine, we're fine. Okay, playing as mages is interesting in Tales of Rebirth. It's definitely not as fun as playing as, like, Vague or Tetri, though. Which I was kind of expecting. It is a neat... Oh, wow, Toma just got bodied. Like hell, I'm gonna be beaten by the likes of you. I said I would make you pay, didn't I? What is this? Stop it! Someone help me! Little freak. Hilda, you alright? Wake up this instance. Oh, not instance. Open your eyes so you can look at me. Hilda, your mother is... This isn't the time for games. Quit messing around. I have so many things I want to ask you, so many things I want to tell you. How dare you die on me? How could you be so selfish? Why did you give birth to me? Why was I born? Aren't you my mother? Answer me. Please answer me. Give me an answer. Just what am I? Here, Hilda. What's this? Your mother asked me to give this to you in case you arrived here after she passed away. I did find it strange she would entrust this task to an old lady like myself. It's almost as though she knew she was gonna die. To my dear Hilda, who was stolen away from me. I've written this letter for you in case you ever found your way here. I'm truly sorry that I'll never be able to apologize to you in person, even after you've come all this way. You were born from the union between myself, Ogajuma, and your Huma father, Amzil. We did this despite knowing that someday your body would bring you suffering. Nevertheless, we still had you. The wonders of the love that we had found brought forth a new life that we could share our happiness with, and that life was you. Perhaps you would grow to hate us and curse the body we have given you, one which some would call loathsome body of a half. But, Hilda, you're our pride and joy. What you are not is a half. Why you're not a half of anything? Because your existence was brought forth by the combination of two lives, your father's and my own. So please live your life with your head held high, not as Huma or Gajuma, or as a half, but as a human being. As a human being, to my beloved Hilda from your mother Nyla. Just what is this letter? A woman with two horns. In a northern village where the Forsaken gather, a woman with two horns on her head and the olden stars in her hands shall meet her fate and return to the earth. Is this Nyla's handwriting? I'm under the impression that this refers to Nyla, but the ancient stars refer to the tarot cards, right? Couldn't that also apply to Hilda? Could it be that Nyla had foreseen her own death through her tarot cards readings? But when Hilda had suddenly showed up in possession of the same cards, she realized who the woman with the two horns really was. Could that be why she destroyed Hilda's cards? That had to have been why. She rejected Hilda to get her to leave the village where the prophecy would have been fulfilled. But to go so far as to die in my place, what was she thinking? What I wanted wasn't some letter or for someone to save my life. What I really wanted, I wanted to say to her. I just never got the chance to call her mother. That's rough. Alright, back to playing as Vague. Playing as Hilda was fun while it lasted. Let's go. You say that, but to where? We can go wherever. I just can't stand being in the village. What was the light that radiated from your body when we were fighting against Toma? I wouldn't know. When I thought about what happened to my mother, I felt my entire body heat up suddenly. I guess there must be some incredible power that was lying dormant within you. Oh, Zilva's intentions. Toma said that Zilva was trying to bring back about this country's salvation, didn't he? Our adversaries are gonna save this country with a joke. Maybe they don't know much about the will or the sacred beasts. Well, no, it's possible they do know about that and are still deliberately getting in our way. What do you mean by that? I'm not sure. Perhaps Zilva knows of another way, or perhaps she has a different agenda. Dry your tears. Well, in the end, I guess there wasn't anything here that would lead us to a sacred beast. Hilda, cheer up. Her mother just died. Cut her some slack. Thank you, I'm alright. I'm sure that all this had something to do with the sacred beast. Become aware of what you are. I feel as though I've come to understand that somewhat. Alright, well, let's continue our search. Get it? Well, let's leave the village and think of what to do next. I wonder if we'll get Hilda's trial next. Wait, Hilda. I found these while I was going through Nayla's belongings. Take this letter along with this crystal that your mother treasured dearly. ... Your mother told me that the crystal was something she acquired for your sake when you were just a baby. For my sake. I don't know the details, but apparently she went to an island at the foot of Alvin Mountain to pray that you would live a long life. That crystal was needed in order to do that. Hey, maybe the crystal is the key to finding the next sacred beast. Thanks for everything. I promise I'll come back someday. Take care until then. Sorry to keep you waiting. She mentioned an island at the foot of Alvin Mountains, right? She did. Let's head over there. The Nayla's letter. Words. And personal tarot cards. The Amethyst. Clue within the crystal. So our next destination is an island at the foot of the Alvin Mountains, right? Yes, let's go so I can acquire the power of a sacred beast. We're really gonna do Eugene's last? You know, you're more reckless than you let on. Huh? What are you talking about? Back in Mokrado Village, I was not expecting to get smacked by you. Did it get the job done? What could be at the foot of Alvin Mountains? Well, let's go there, okay, Hilda? Alright. I need a refresher where the Alvin Mountains are. That was like pretty early game. Alright. Yeah, Alvin Mountain was like the first dungeon, I'm pretty sure. It's like around there. Bum, 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 bum. Ocean area. Bum, 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 bum. Alright, Alvin Mountain should be on this island somewhere. Oh, there isn't a trial though, there might be a discovery. Ah, I think this is it actually. Maybe? Ah, the stone ruins. Wait, I should save in case it crashes. Alright, didn't crash before an FMV. I hope they have insurance. Yeah, sorry I broke your stone pillar. Whoever owns this land, what is this? So this is where Hilda's parents took her. I'm sure of it, I've been here before. What could be inside? Is it perhaps connected to the sacred beasts? Hilda, you once came here with your parents long ago. I'm the sacred beast Gileon. Your parents came here for your sake. For what reason have you come? I'm here to acquire the power of a sacred beast. Why would you need that power? I wish to purge the evil will that has taken hold of this world. Do those words ring true? Does your heart not harbor any doubts? No, nothing like that. I harbor no doubts. Then come before me, Hilda, and I shall be revealed onto you. Here I go. Gileon, your power will be mine for sure. I will not lose. I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna obtain Gileon's power. You've got this, Hilda. Let's get it. We'll need to hurry. Hang in there, Hilda. Mother, and is that my father? I see. This must be the Sacred Beast's trial. It started, hasn't it, Hilda? Yes, it's about time. Forgot how much dialogue's in the Tales games? I mean, there's a good amount. I don't think the Tales games are super dialogue heavy. I mean, they got skits and they got the story, so like they're no slouch on dialogue. And I don't think it's like it's nothing compared to like Persona games or something like Xenogears, which I'm currently replaying. I mean, they're like no slouch, I guess. They do have a good amount, especially if you take into account the skits, mostly. Ow. I don't like being paralyzed. I actually hate it. I have not played any FF7 mods. Maybe one day. I really want to play a modded... I want to do a modded playthrough of FF8 before I play FF7 modded. because I love Final Fantasy. And there are some good mods for FF8. I'm sure one day I'll check out the FF7 ones though. But not before I check out the FF8 mods. We'll do a modded playthrough of 8. Get out of here. Shining Rail. That was a waste of time. We're getting less than we were on Penguin Island. Ah, the rebound gel. How fun.